bold call from your way. One game is all it takes to shake his faith. But I have to admit, SE has assembled themselves a pretty fantastic draft.
Flip-flop, the flip-flop, the flippy, flip-floppy, don't stop
Hey,
the
if you
rocket.
look at the bottom left of your screen, you will be able to follow your way as he goes through the trials and tribulations of this game. And he's just putting in chat, please, I need to pee, turn it off.
SBTC, absolutely, this time around, their draft, pretty much the same as last time. Group up and smash those team fights front to back. That's exactly what they want to do. And with Paulette being on basically peel duty for these two huge backline carries, I think they will manage to survive they managed to make do against all this dive from GAM. It's a lot, but I think they've got enough peel between the Tahm Kench and the Sejuani to really get it done.
Well, we have a bit of a clash in the bottom side as flashes are being blown. B is being hunted. Can they clip his wings? They can.
Yeah, and that's looking just as good as that first game. Longsword start going and taking it directly into the Zeri and just going for that kill. This time around it's on to B, so it's not quite as juicy a target because you don't get to deny much from the Zeri, but first blood onto your Sivir, absolutely what they want. It's at level 1 this time, so it's just gonna, it's just walk straight into a Tahm Kench, and that early slow is huge. And I guess B had already leveled up his Q, so no escape.
That's a real
any kind. Yeah. I just bad, unlucky. Don't walk into a Tahm Kench when you don't have any dashes.
Yeah, you absolutely don't. That's not what you want at all. Regardless, they are able to recover. It doesn't matter yet, because obviously they can't really go and bank that gold, as Carty getting a lovely little trade onto DR1 there. And Tim said that Carty needs to get involved in this series, and Akali's a damn good champion to do that on.
Good start. It can definitely do that. It's brought enough pressure for Levi to come in and harass DNK. He's not going to succeed on this blue buff steal, but with all this pressure from his solo lanes, feels super confident to try and make DNK's life a miserable hell, and DNK's going to return the favor onto Cardi.
You have no idea what I'm seeing on Marby's camera right now.
I have a cat!
You do.
It's being annoying.
As DNK is going to cross the map, go down, pick himself up a crab on the bottom side, make sure that GAM's bot lane feels the pressure as we continue this one.
Yeah. Regained my train of thought. Yeah, just nice passive laning, coming out fine. Go away, pussycat. I'm sorry.
You okay, well, look, let's get back into it. It's finals, guys. Come on. We can do this. As, what do you think of this Jax pick for Kiaya? A bit of a left field one. This is really, obviously the Jax has been played a lot this split, but mostly as a counter to the Gwen.
Yeah, it's interesting. I was actually expecting the Gwen more so than the Jax, but definitely wants to try and keep up that lane early pressure, try and have that advantage. I don't know. It's fills the role very similar to what a Camille does, but it's a bit more, I guess, I don't know why you'd pick it over the Camille in general, but this is huge from Paulette.
Yeah, Paulette's landed the knockup. B is able to battle dance out, but uses so much of his, I should say, so much of his health. And guess who's here? It's the Sejuani. There's a control ward, but is 2 seconds of warning really going to do anything? As there's a huge knockup. They try and turn something around. Paulette will go low, but Cash is in the grey hell. DR1 here as well to confirm the kill on Style. And SE are here to play.
Who made 2 big beefy tanks makes the dive just as easy as they used to be. And that is a nice cleanup on the bot side from GAM. They cannot finish. They are getting absolutely crushed by this bot side. And now the Sivir is in a fantastic position to just be that big damage threat that carries the game like in game 2. DK's gonna get a little bit of gonna lose a few chickens to Cardi, but That's fine. He's done his job. It's right here. It's another great use of the Abyssal Dive from Paulette. Cuts off B and forces Style down deeper into the lane, so he is trapped into this redive with DL1. They can only use a dragon, but because reset timers, but again, 2 kills, you're happy with it.
You absolutely are. And I really want to give credit to Paulette. Has landed 2 Abyssal Dives onto B. That's a very hard skill to hit. It's got so much telegraphing. Nearly 3. He is a monster on this Tahm Kench. He has been traditionally. He's been one of our best support Tahm Kench players, and you can see how confident he is.
Yeah, and Paulette has been pretty much one of the best supports this split. We kind of were a little bit down on him because he was never able to properly convert them into great wins on the back half, and we weren't really going to talk him up because his opposite number is B, who has been absolutely smurfing it since he came back from with his recovery. So we kind of downplayed him. We were kind of downplaying him a little bit, but absolutely had a great split, a return to form after a few splits off since his his Fongvu Buffalo days. And yeah, I'm glad to see the old dogs learning newish tricks with the Tahm Kench and being able to stand up to the young guns.
Yeah, playing with fire a little bit there. Does get DNK to cancel his back, buying a few seconds of time as Levi on the Vi, having a mosey down to the bot side. Could come from a very sneaky angle. Has completely dodged the vision. Style going very early. But under the tower they go. There's the Vi ultimate assault and battery. They need to kill Celebrity, though they're not going to. Levi falls. It's a disaster in the bot lane as Style is having to flash away. Dia1 is here to lock B in. And oh no, GAM are falling apart.
Absolute travesty of a dive. Celebrity walking away on minuscule health, and then Levi just not able to get it done, despite what looks like a way to outplay Paulette. They caught him before level 5. Before level 6, but they couldn't get it done. They couldn't get anything done. And on the top side, this counter pick is down in CS, so that's not going well. It is a Jax. It'll continue to ramp up over the game, but how does this fail so badly? I guess the knock-up is timed really badly with this grand entrance, so it's layered on top of each other and doesn't get the full effect. And the flash from Levi gets him out, and he could have survived, but he turned around hoping to get Celebrity again, but there wasn't enough damage position behind the turret, meant Style couldn't actually hit Celebrity with his auto attacks, and a comedy of errors.
And it's just not the likely target for who is making mistakes. B is just not who we expect to make these silly, unforced errors. He's been such a solid rock for this team. But come on. Yeah, come on, you have to be able to see that Levi's altered. You can't do that.
Yeah, it's just a weird decision. Just poor communication between the two. Maybe just, I guess they're not used to this fight. I believe this is GAM's first game on it. Sorry, it's their second game on it, so maybe just not quite used to it. Predicted that it would be a knock-up into another one, but just slight mistiming, I guess. And now the spot lane is in quite a situation. They're gonna bring a teleport in. Okay, it's B with Spellbook. It's not quite the big committal of resources, but it's still just Celebrity's gonna be able to keep chipping away at this tower, keep building that lead, getting very close to that Kraken Slayer already.
Yeah, he absolutely is. And we saw Celebrity last game was able to have such a huge impact on this champion. He's now 3-0. I mean, if it wasn't GAM on the other side, you'd almost just be saying this is over.
Yeah, it looked pretty damn close. 3-0-1, just on the Sivir. Dia1 also managed to get a one for himself, and there's just we were just sort of looking at these angles, and you might almost have to say we're gonna have to sacrifice the spot lane, get Levi into another lane, help Cardi and Jack or Kiaya, try and get these solo laners get to a point where they can just absolutely mince Celebrity if they get on top of him. It's a bit hard because Paulette, of course, being this Tahm Kench, can deny a single man's attempt to assassinate, but you're just losing so much. It's gonna take this roam from Kiaya to try and do anything.
Yeah, Garmin's going to start up this dragon. SE's going to let them. So this will be Garmin picking up these 2 early dragons. That could potentially pay off in the long run. But SE, I don't feel like they're in any rush. They've already gotten themselves a very nice lead in the early game. They have the Rift Herald in DNK's pocket, so they're kind of just being chillin'.
Yeah, they just get to mosey on to lane, keep farming. Garm's gonna commit everything to just make sure they can lock down that dragon with the big roam from Kiaya, and he's already not winning this, and that feels even worse as he sacrifices a tower plate, sacrifices some more farm to the Enpa, and Owen's just gonna slowly level up, build those items. He doesn't have to go anywhere if he doesn't want to, if he's not put under pressure. So it's all good. And Paulette's just king. He feels no threat right now. Just walking his way into this jungle and it wasn't even really warded. He didn't actually have backup until quite late. But it's fine. They got the charge. They got the charge onto the second tower. Celebrity is doing just fine, and now they're just going to rotate him into the top side and try and do the same thing.
Yeah, and I feel like Garmin's getting really punished for those first 2 games where they seemed cocky in the drafts that they gave SE. I kind of read it as, I think they're just trying to break them mentally. But it didn't happen. Yep. SE was able to hold their nerve after that game 1 loss, came back, won game 2, and so far they're looking great in game 3, but Enpa's going to have to look absolutely incredible, and he doesn't, as he goes down to Kiaya.
Yeah, did what he can, but there's only so much you can do to counterplay the cease and desist, which is not that. But couldn't actually find the interrupt. It's completely blind onto me. Just kind of throwing it out there, and all in all, that's still a huge committal to just get a single kill top.
Cardi misses the E. Without the E, you can't do this. I feel like using that second ult charge forward was a really big mistake by Carti. Now he gets gobbled up by Paulette. He has a little bit of mobility, but the soldiers hunt him down. GAM players just making mechanical mistakes.
Just mechanical mistakes, poor decision making. This is start of split GAM. This is GAM that we saw in week 1 and 2. This just does not feel right. I have no idea why they're just been a huge collapse from our top teams in playoffs. It looks like Secret yesterday having an absolute shocker of a performance, but that was at least somewhat expected.
We expected SGB to challenge them.
Oh yeah, we expected
looking for a solo kill onto Celebrity. He gets damn close before DNK can stop him. Arctic Assault will do the job for now, but Kiaya is looking scary.
Yeah, the Divine Thunder is complete, and he can absolutely crank out damage if he gets
Pippin's having a good night, hey.
He's having a... He was so good in the first 2 games.
He was.
He was so good. Then I moved to fix the fire, and now he's doing this. Oh no! Palette's gonna fix Kiaya.
Paulette once again hitting that abyssal dive, so SE will be able to move in and save themselves a tower.
Yeah, okay. Doesn't quite have the backup. No damage behind him. Just DNK. We'll clean out that wave. I'm a bit interested in DNK's. I'm interested that DNK has gone for that fleet footwork. It is now. A lot of the ones I've been seeing, Tarzan and the LPL, have foregone that little extra health in their clear to just get that later game aftershock in and make sure they're a little bit tankier in these later fights. But DNK wants to keep this clear up fast, keep his clear kind of healthy. But it's got them a pretty healthy, good early game so far, so can't fault it.
No, you absolutely can't. As you said, Levi will finally find something for GAM on the top side as they get that second Herald. But I mean, look, the problem here is obvious. Celebrity's half an item ahead of Style.
Yeah, he's 3-0 and up 20 CS, plus some tower plates. Yeah, he's just really far ahead. He's even got those completed boots. So yeah, Zari's gonna probably finish off those Oak Briefs and then be behind a whole Phantom Dancer. That's my prediction when the next backs come through. And
yeah, I have to agree. As Herald summoned up.
Okay,
this is smart. This will get them soul point. This is GAM's win condition.
Yeah.
They have to burst the dragon though, because that Herald gets absolutely minced.
Yeah, that's too much of a committal to the mid lane from SBTC, I think. If they give this up, it's not great. DNK kind of has to go in for the steal, but...
Definitely can. Could get over the wall. Doesn't actually do it in time. They don't pull the trigger. SBTC is making the call, and I don't necessarily think it's wrong, that they can find a better fight in 5 minutes than they could right there. It's not Soul. They can win the fight in 5 minutes. Style, that was a shocker! Flashing away. Why did he do that?
Has the flash, but yeah, that's just really bad position. And
Carty as well, caught out. Calm, just, what are you doing? Calm down.
And now with the Sundisk, they can just keep up the siege as long as possible. They throw out the ultimate from DNK. That doesn't go well, but here's the attempt.
Style wants this. Deer 1 can't land the shuffle. Brings the Vi real deep, but it's a 1-for-1, which kind of suits GAM in the situation.
Yeah, that worked out a lot better for GAM than it really should have. Style will be safe over the wall. They still have the Sundisks. They still have all the time in the world to finish off this siege. And it should be nice and easy. Finish it off. Go away. God, stop knocking things.
But a little bit more biffo in the mid lane as DL1 is putting out so much damage on this Azir, while Carty has honestly been largely ineffective. But the man on your screen looks like he will be the big hope for GAM as Kiaya back to his side laning ways as he picks himself up an inner tower. This Yax is getting pretty strong.
Yep, just committing to the side lane push, going to find a nice amount of gold in this. Jax has to be the big win condition, has to be able to remove Celebrity from a fight. And this fight was a bit of a kerfuffle, but it's basically the fact that SBTC just could not land an ult to save their life that ended up saving the whole play for them. And yeah, it delayed the play long enough that they trade the 2 towers in the mid lane essentially for towers bot. And it's still a good gold advantage for SBTC, but there's still the threat of the dragons. There's still this Jax that's just smashing through towers on the sides. Not quite going as cleanly as SBTC was hoping.
No, it hasn't. But that said, they are still extremely strong as they have this Azir scaling up. DR1 is 3-0 on his way to a Rabadon's by the looks of it, going full damage in this game. I say that, he does have a crown, but he's going to do a lot of damage is the point as I wanted to get to.
Yeah, it seems to me that, I mean, we kind of saw a little glimpse of it there, that the playstyle he's going for is not the backline guy. He wants to get the Shroomer Shuffle in. He wants to be poking with his Q, doing as much damage as he can. Kind of contradicts the crown and the conquer build, but I mean, Dia does what Dia wants, I suppose, even if it's completely nonsensical. So Dia's just doing it. He's fine as long as he can get this chip damage down onto Levi, Cardi, and Style. He's more than happy. Style has foregone the healing of the Mortal Shield by the safety there for a bit more damage to try and cut through and for DNK and Palette.
I think it needs to as well. He needs to really shred through some tanks.
And there's a lot of tanks, but it's always just you're made of paper. That's why it's not a very common choice. So
we'll have to see how it works out.
No good point click CC, so might be just fine if he plays it correctly.
It's true. It's very true. Oh, but look at this. The ultimates are coming in, but the power of that Zeri E gets him so much distance, but will it be enough as Celebrity moving forward? Zeri on and the crit will take him down. The big knock up now from B as Cardi has it all to do, but gets scooped by the Azir, can't re-enter the fight, and surely SE will come out on top of this one. Kiaya has 4 men bearing down on him and falls. SE pull the trigger and they'll get a Baron as their reward.
Celebrity, the absolute Chad, going mental forward. I believe he flashed in to pick that up. And that Baron will be their reward. They're gonna check B and Levi. Colette's gonna find him, so there should not be a chance. Flash not available. I don't think he can get in. I don't think Vault Break is short enough cooldown.
I don't think so. He might go for it. It is up. Will they block it? Oh no! It's stolen by B!
Why do I think that was Bullet? I don't know. It's bad. It's a Baron, and they're gonna be able to.
It was a spellbook smite.
Yeah, absolute madness. Was it timed alongside Levi's? I don't know. Either way, they're gonna get the dragon and stop this. They're gonna stop the dragon snowball, the soul at least. But all right, we're just gonna wait and see. Checking Levi not paying attention to B, and then just mistimed the burst. B. I brought it down to low enough for B to pick it up. And now there's an empowered Cardi and potentially a Kiaya.
Yeah, Enpa doesn't quite land the ram. The rocket belt does get Cardi to safety, as even with that Baron buff, Cardi can't quite kill him under the tower.
No, and this gives GAM so much opportunity to get back into this. Celebrity can't push. SBTC can't push their advantage. These towers are not going to... And that's just going to end up being gold coming back for the side of GAM. No, it's going to be so long for another objective fight that SBTC can really set up for. Just can't wait to see.
The thing that really saves SE here is that Kiaya did not get that Baron buff. He didn't. If he had it, I think it would be a serious problem. But the fact that it's only on Carti and Style does mean that its effectiveness as a pushing tool is incredibly limited. So SE throwing in a lovely Sejuani ult into the Azir scoop, pick up 2 kills out of nowhere. They don't care about a steal.
Just falls short on that E. Can't get Style, but they still have the Sundust. They can try and set it up to take down this inhibitor. And this wingback is so good for them. Oh, this is going to be their chance. They're going to be able to break this open. Kiaya is here looking for a flank angle, but so hard. The Devourer is still up. Ornhorn available, so they might be able to try and lock it down. No, they're just going to hold it. Kiaya backs off completely. Does not want to risk it being caught out and attacked in an attempted pincer. And it's an inhibitor broken against the Baron. And it's just beautiful setup. Catches onto Levi, and then the sweep is beautiful, picking up B alongside it. And that's 2 kills that GAM should not, that SBTC almost should not have gotten. But they do, and it rewards them an inhibitor.
It does, and I mean, this is a game where GAM has been completely stymied, rather. I know how to talk. They've only got 2 kills. In all of this time, the only players that picked up a kill is Kiaya and Levi. Carti has been woefully ineffective on this Akali. He's gotten almost nothing done. Style has been so hard focused on the Zeri. He's been unable to impact the fights. And frankly, B, other than that Baron steal, which is, of course was very pog, very epic, this might be the worst game of his career.
It's up there. It's up there. We have a few more of this split to choose from, but
when he wasn't
been a
deathly
shocker.
ill.
Yeah, I mean,
he was very ill the first 2 weeks. I'm going to write those ones off.
we have the stat that, you know, if you remove the games he lost, he was undefeated.
But GAM are going to collapse. There's a teleport coming in. The Sejuani ult used just on Levi. He hasn't entered the fight yet. Enpa going very low. This could be GAM coming back into it as they've got a spooled up Zeri. They're moving forward. Style is charging on through them. The Zera's fallen. Order's fallen. Kenshin Simon will join them. Sejuani sent to the depths. And GAM fight back and pick up an ace.
Absolutely kept thrown completely off by this flank from Levi, and then B, we started to talk smack, and he came up huge with a massive quickness. This might be enough. They're just going to try and run it down this bot lane. They have a wave. They can tank it up for a while with Levi. There's 10 seconds left. They can do it.
They're trying for it. And I think it's a good idea, as in they go. One Nexus tower under siege. They have 5 seconds until Enpa and DNK respawn. A huge knock-up coming out of Palette. The Nexus is under siege. Can they do it? Can SE hold? Or will GAM be going up to 2? It will be a hold as SE get themselves an ace.
They don't have to kill an inhibitor. They can just run it up. They've got super minions doing the job for them.
They win.
I don't know. There's a long time. 20 seconds on B, on Style. It's a long walk.
The super minions there.
It's a long walk. Surely. Where's the Sivir ultimate?
It's
almost coming up.
5 seconds on B. He might be able to buy a second. They don't have minions.
They don't have a wave.
They don't have a wave. That's going to cost them a couple of seconds. They have a tank, but the backdoor protection's on. This will keep the towers a little bit tankier as now Style respawns. SE, I don't think they can commit to this. A big knockup comes out of B by a long time. The flash away from Style is absolutely huge. Palette will fall down. The tower's under siege, but the tower has not fallen, Marby. The tower is alive, Marbinogi. And the SE is not as they get cleaned off the map. It's an ace, it's an ace, it's an ace. We're all winning at poker today, baby. As the GAM has the teleport. And GAM have the full house. They'll go in and move up to 2-1.
This should not be a GAM victory, but the teleport timies were against SBTC and they couldn't finish it off. Absolute nail biter of an end there. Could have gone either way.